Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce calling all the action for you on this W3L Network special edition of the toughest tournament in all of professional wrestling, 7 Deadly Sins. It's stage 1 here in Buckhaven, and as everybody heads to the ring, let's take a look at the tournament and the participants. 7 Deadly Sins is always one of the most anticipated W3L events of the year, and for good reason. The tournament involves 7 wrestlers who have to battle their way through 4 rounds of action. Each round has different stipulations, and the winner receives a heavyweight championship match in the main event of Resolution. This year's lineup promises to be one of the most intriguing that we have ever seen. The Exile, Aldridge, has competed in 3 previous 7 Deadly Sins tournaments, getting as far as the semi-finals. Currently holding the Wrestling Showdown Championship, could Aldrich be on course to claim the Heavyweight Championship as well? Bryden has been in 5 previous 7 Deadly Sins tournaments, reaching the semi-finals twice. Now that he has the crowd on his side, could this be the year that Bryden goes all the way? Dickie Divers is a 4-time former 7 Deadly Sins competitor and reached the finals in 2017. Can he put his ongoing issues with Bryden aside long enough to win the whole thing? The Asian sensation Mohammed has proven himself to be the most recent standout graduate from the W3L Action Academy. This will be his first 7 Deadly Sins, and despite only having a little over 1 year of experience, could he prove to be the dark horse of the entire tournament? The merchandise Mike Musso has been in 5 previous 7 Deadly Sins tournaments and won the whole thing in 2011. Will this experience be enough to send him to Resolution? The original Craig Stevens has competed in 2 prior 7 Deadly Sins tournaments and has looked impressive since returning to W3L. After injuring Mike Musso recently, is Stevens willing to do whatever it takes to win? Bad boy Liam Thompson has never competed in 7 Deadly Sins before, despite having been in W3L since 2006. Can his 15 years of experience and tremendous wrestling ability be enough to get him to the finals? The only thing that's certain is that anything can happen. 7 Deadly Sins begins, ladies and gentlemen, with the Battle Royal. Mohammed taking his time and getting the ring. All 7 participants are there. See Liam Thompson, Craig Stevens, look, Aldridge going straight for Mike Musso, and Divers and Bryden, there's no surprise, going straight for each other. So much animosity between these 2 men. It wasn't settled at Remedy, which of course you can see for free in the W3L network. Remember, whoever wins this match gets a bye and sits out the next round, so effectively their night's over. Mohammed trying to just relax a little bit. Liam Thompson came across, and here comes Craig Stevens. And this could be anybody's match, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big benefit to you if you win this contest. 7 Deadly Sins, 4 rounds, each with different stipulations, and there's a chop from Bryden. This is all over the place. Mohammed and Divers trying to get Bryden out. Now it's Liam Thompson and Craig Stevens, Aldridge and Musso. A lot of old rivalries being reignited. Oh, hold on, Liam Thompson could be out. He's just back in W3L, maybe the first man to go. Aldridge goes face first. We've seen he and Musso have their wars in the past, and now it's Mohammed trying to eliminate Bryden. Because Mohammed, the least experienced person in this match, by quite a way as well. Divers chops him. Look at this, no friends here, as every man for himself. Hold on, Bryden's grabbed Divers. Liam Thompson's in danger here. And Mike Musso just been worked over by Luke Aldridge. He's got him caught in the corner. Bryden pinning back the arms. Umar Mohammed and a big chop to the chest. And Umar Mohammed did not like that one. Hold on, Bryden's got him. Oh, he's holding on, I thought it was out. But it's not to be. Umar Mohammed holding on for all he's worth. And Craig Stevens goes face first in the turnbuckle, courtesy of the bad boy Liam Thompson. After this round, management will blind draw the wrestlers, pair them off. 6 of these men are coming back in the next round in singles contest. Hold on, a reversal by Liam Thompson, and the Exile has been exiled from the ring. Oh, hold on, there's Omar Mohammed, and he throws out Liam Thompson. Wow, that's a big coup for Omar Mohammed. Hold on, Bryden and Musa have got him, and Mohammed's out. Taking his eye off the ball there. We're down to 4 already. That's this type of match though, in quick succession. And look at the pairings, Musa and Stevens. We've seen them on Showdown, we saw them at Edinburgh Comic Con, no holds barred. We know the history between Bryden and Divers. This is like 2 rivalries happening at once. I'm pretty sure ECW had a match where there was like 2 singles matches going on at once. Stevens nearly out, Musa trying to get him out. Mike Musa, the only man in this tournament to have ever won 7 Deadly Sins. Divers is a finalist as well, never won it though. Craig Stevens has the least amount of 7 Deadly Sins appearances of the 4 men that are remaining. But I mean, he's proven to be a real force in W3L. Last year has been his best year in his career. Oh, hold on, Musa pulls the ropes, and Craig Stevens' momentum carries him to the floor. And it's Bryden, it's Musa, and it's Divers. And I figure that Divers, the inaugural Wrestling Showdown champion, is about to hit the floor as well. Oh, there's that trick heel. Kicks Bryden low and just dispatches him. Now here's a contest I've seen before. Divers and Musa. Musa runs in, flattens him. And it's important to get the victory here. You get to sit the second round out, get to rest. Of course, this year, for the first time in history, we've got a gap between rounds of the tournament. Best part of 20 days or just underneath it, that anyway. Because we're in Buckhaven here, and then it's Edinburgh May 10th. That's the last 2 rounds of 7 Deadly Sins. Musa with those knee lifts of his, and he catches Divers right in the chin, and he's all over the place. Musa's going to dispatch him. He's going to lift it. Hang on, Stevens getting back in the ring. He's hanging about ringside. This is perfectly legal because there's no DQs or counters or anything. He just kicked Musa hard in the ribs. And Divers topples up at the floor. What an absolute travesty. Dickie Divers takes advantage of the interference by Craig Stevens. The original cost Mike Musa that match, but it's perfectly legal. Nothing we can do about it. Regardless, Dickie Divers wins the opening round battle royal. He gets to sit out until the semi-finals in Edinburgh May the 10th, but the rest of the participants, they'll be coming back very shortly. Remember to join us every Sunday at 12 PM on the W3L network for a new edition of Wrestling Showdown. Exclusive matches, news about our live events and lots more besides. And it's not just Wrestling Showdown, you get cool network specials like Remedy and of course 7 Deadly Sins as well. Subscribe at W3Lnetwork.com. Well, our quarterfinals kick off here with Taylor Bryden there in the black trunks, taking on the Exile Luke Aldridge in the black and grey singlet. Aldridge is the Wrestling Showdown champion, although that title is not on the line in this match. And Taylor Bryden is probably quite happy the way the draw's gone. Again, managing his blind draw into the 6 participants that got eliminated from the Battle Royal we saw earlier on. He gets to face the man who took the Showdown Championship off him. I'm sure you saw that on Wrestling Showdown back in March. The Exile Luke Aldridge and Kevin Williams faced Taylor Bryden in Bryden's first defence of the Wrestling Showdown Championship. Dickie Divers, who've just seen win the opening round of 7 Deadly Sins, he interfered, hit Bryden with a chair, and meant that Bryden was unable to break up Luke Aldridge's pinfall over Kevin Williams. The Exile is your Wrestling Showdown champion. Bryden's not had a rematch for at least not yet. I'd imagine this would benefit his cause if he could overcome the Exile, but you've got to think momentum is on the Exile side as both men rolling around the ring. The other man getting the advantage of Bryden, maybe just and no more there. Now interestingly, Taylor Bryden, of course, the W3L original, been here since the very beginning. Luke Aldridge has been in W3L for a good number of years as well. They've never wrestled before. They've obviously encountered each other. I think they've teamed up once or twice, and maybe like a 6-man tag. They maybe cross paths briefly in a battle royal, much like earlier on. But as a one-on-one singles contest, this appears to be the only time they've met. Apart obviously from the triple threat match I mentioned for the Showdown Championship. But one-on-one, this is it. So it'll be interesting to see what both men can do against each other. Now previously 7 Deadly Sins has taken place over the course of one night, which means you have to go through 4 rounds if you're especially unlucky. And of course each round having its separate stipulations makes it extremely hard to prepare for. Got a battle royal in the first round, a singles match, traditional rules if you like, in round number 2, the quarterfinals here. The semi-finals are submission matches and the final is a last man standing match. You'll be seeing the semi-finals and the final in Edinburgh on May the 10th, so make sure you do not miss that. But now, all the wrestlers in this tournament, they have had the opening round battle royal and now they've got the quarterfinals, and that's the end for the night. They don't have to keep enough in the tank for another 2 matches. So I think because of that, I think we'll see a different type of strategy from people that we've seen in the past. Bryden just stomps in the hand of Aldridge. It's going to limit his offence. Makes it hard to get a victory over your opponent if you can't grip them, you can't lift them up, you can't even form a fist if you want to punch them, it has to be said. Bryden just seems to be out wrestling like Aldrich here, keeping firm control of that wrist. Okay, both men can afford to be a bit more cautious, afford to take their time because we don't have another couple of rounds tonight to go through. Aldrich is taken down there. The last year at 7 Deadly Sins, we saw Bryden and Divers eliminating each other right away in the opening round battle royal. Bryden charged the ring, he and Divers went straight up the top and were gone. Then in the quarter-final rounds, both men interfered in each other's matches. Divers slid into the ring and causing qualification. Looking Sharp, who's wrestling against to get the victory. And of course, Taylor Bryden interfered and allowed Johnny Lyons to defeat Dickie Divers. Whether we'll be seeing Divers interfere in this match, I do not know. I wouldn't put it past him. He's sitting to the back with his feet up. Bryden just jumped to the shoulder block. The crowd liking that one. They've taken to Taylor Bryden. Considering all his years as part of the contingency plans, he trips Aldridge in mid-air. Hold the Oklahoma roll, could wrap this one up. I mean, Bryden did some heinous things, but the crowd have really... Oh, roll up! He's going for it. You don't get paid by the hour, so if you can get the victory quickly, why not? Backslide attempt, it looks like. He folds up Aldridge. Shoulders down, but the Exile getting out. Again, Bryden with the crowd on the side. It's funny, if you've only known him through his contingency plan stuff and all the horrible things he did, all the rules he broke, all the schemes he was part of, he'd be forgiven for not realising how popular he used to be. Many years ago, he was on half the most popular tag team champions W3L has ever had. But of course, changing attitude, I guess, and now he's gone back, he's matured, he's changed as a person, and he gets punched right in the forehead for his troubles. So the crowd are behind Bryden, and I guess against Luke Aldridge to be behind anybody, because he does not endear himself to a crowd, does Luke Aldridge. He's got all the ability. The fact he's a former tag team champion, the fact he's a wrestling showdown champion, it proves all of that. It's just his attitude, the way he thinks he's better than everyone, he looks down upon the whole crowd, the W3L fan base. That's what people do not like about him. And of course the fact he likes to backrake people as well. Not pleasant, ladies and gentlemen, not pleasant at all. And so Luke Aldridge will be looking to head to Resolution 13 later this year to become the first time that the Wrestling Showdown champion has got to the main event of Resolution and challenge for the heavyweight championship. Aldridge could walk out of Resolution 13 as a double champion. He could hold both titles. I don't know what management would do if he'd get to hold them both. He'd have to vacate a title, I do not know, but it is entirely possible. He's got that head vice on. Bryden's in a bad position. He needs to rotate his body around to get up, because it's easy to say but hard to do, and you can see the struggle he's got there. Bryden's getting himself in much better shape than he has been in maybe the past year or so. He's back to his trunks. He's been in a singlet before, so he's getting back to where he wants to be, and he's a powerful man, surprisingly powerful, surprisingly agile as well as Taylor Bryden. I think people often underestimate him, and you do that at your peril. But Aldridge going back to the neck. And when you consider moves like the DD6 that he likes to use will drive you down head first into the unforgiving W3L canvas, it's maybe understandable why he works on the head and the neck area. Bryden with a couple of back elbows trying to fight his way out, just firing away at the ribs of Aldridge. Bryden, oh, he went for the spinning kick. Bryden does a nice kick sequence, we've seen him do that before. He swung his foot, Aldridge took one step back, the kick just missed it, allowed Aldridge to crash through Bryden. Then of course rain down those forearms upon him. That's studying your opponent. I'm sure all the 7 participants in 7 Deadly Sins this year have studied each of their 6 opponents as best they can. Of course they had no idea who they would face in this round, and it'll be after this portion, after stage 1 is over, as Aldridge goes for a cover. After stage 1 is done, then management will work out the bracketing and determine, as he goes to another cover, just who's going to compete in the semi-finals. We may not find that out until Edinburgh on May 10th. So the wrestlers may be as much in the dark as we currently are about who they will face in the semi-final rounds. But that is for stage 2 coming up in around 20 days, or maybe a bit less than 20 days, just over a fortnight, let's say now. But who is going to advance? Divers already through to the semi-finals. Who will join them? It's looking like it's going to be Aldridge so far. He's got this match going his way. Just dictating the pace, being slow and methodical, and it's working for him. Oh, there's a big headbutt from the big lad. And a series of them. And Taylor Bryden sinking down. It's like somebody hammering a post-it in the ground. He sunk further and further down with every consecutive headbutt. Bryden trying to pull himself up. He wants to get through to the finals. He wants to go into resolution. Oh, he moves out the way. Aldridge took a bit too long, I think. I know, he moved. Aldridge missed the elbow drop. This could be Bryden's opportunity. And there's some of those kicks. Just like to throw them. Does it with accuracy as well. He's all over the place. Aldridge rotating in the middle of the ring. Oh, Aldridge caught it. And he's gone legs length, supposed to arm's length. Just picks him up. Could we go for the swing away? Nope. Bryden out of it. A couple of palm strikes. Going for those kicks again. Just caught him and no more. And gone with the Enzugiri. And look, Aldridge corkscrews in midair. Bryden slightly slow to roll over, but does though. Just gets a 2 count if he'd been a little faster, but of course, considering what he's taken throughout this match, all those headbutts and the like, I'm hardly surprised he's maybe a little slower than he would like to be. Now perched with the rope, what will he go for? And drop kicks Aldridge, the whole ring shaking as the 17-stone big lad crashes down and nearly gets eliminated. Taylor Bryden, if he can hit a couple more moves, this could be his match to win. But Aldridge, not easy to put him away. Taylor Bryden, oh, go for the fireman's carry. And Aldridge gets right out of it. He knows what's coming there. Throws Bryden at the corner and squashes him. Hooks both arms. Lovely butterfly suplex. And straight for a cover. 1, 2. But just the 2. Taylor Bryden's not done yet. He will not be denied. He wants to get this victory. What is his 6th appearance at 7 Deadly Sins? He reached the semi-finals twice. He'd love to get further than that. But right in front of him is the Exile. There's a short arm clothesline. Drops Taylor Bryden. Hooks the leg. This could wrap it up, I think. But Bryden just got the shoulder up. And it was just as well. Wasn't a strong kick out. Didn't necessarily get a lot of distance between the canvas and the shoulder, but it was enough. There's still fight left in Taylor Bryden. He's not happy. Let's not forget about losing the Wrestling Showdown Championship in his first defence of it. And that's the only singles belt he's ever held in his career, and he wants to add the heavyweight championship to that. Oh, up goes Aldridge, and he knew what was coming, slips at the back. Hooks him in for the DD6. No, Bryden's got it scouted, picks him up, and drops the Exile straight down. Covers, hooks the leg, referee slaps the mat, and the match is over. Taylor Bryden will advance. So Taylor Bryden takes one step closer to achieving his dream of reaching the main event of Resolution 13. He's bypassed the quarterfinals, he reached the semi-finals, but who else will be joining him? Seven Deadly Sins Stage 1 is sponsored by our good friends at Crafty Connoisseur. For all your small batch and craft distillery needs, check out craftyconnoisseur.co.uk. Quarter-final round pits one of the most experienced people here in this tournament, that being Bad Boy Liam Thompson in the lime green shorts, against one of the least experienced, that being the Asian sensation Umar Mohammed. Now Mohammed has just come out of his rookie year. He's got, that's a little over 12 months of actual in-ring experience. Bad Boy Liam Thompson, he's got the best part of like 15 years or so, and certainly everything Liam Thompson's done, he's wrestled like all over the UK, he's wrestled in Europe, he's done so many things for so many top people. A former W3L tag team champion as well. Surprisingly, he's never been in 7 Deadly Sins, despite 2006 being the first time he ever appeared in the World Wrestling League. But he's never appeared in this tournament, so he's watched it from the sidelines, I'm sure, he knows what to expect, and you've got to think his experience edge is going to give him the advantage in this contest. But Umar Mohammed shows so much potential of the crop of recent, as in like the past year or so, graduates from the W3L Action Academy. He is by far and away the standout of them all. He's only the most potential and could definitely go places. He's certainly not backing down. This is a big test for him to take on somebody with the experience edge of Bad Boy Liam Thompson, man. There's so much wrestling ability as well, but Mohammed will give it his best shot, I know that for a fact. He grabs the ropes, taking the easy way out, not trying to out-wrestle Liam Thompson there. Thompson, easily one of the most gifted wrestlers I think Scotland's ever produced. You could argue he's underrated. I don't think he's ever quite got the due that he deserves. But if you want a really good wrestler, somebody who is as smooth as they come, who can wrestle against anybody, it's definitely the Bad Boy. And Umar Mohammed again gets the ropes. And he lacks a few things. Got a few tricks up his sleeve, has to be said. But I mean, he does lack in-ring experience, so where that'll hamper him, which you'd think it possibly will, we shall see. But Umar Mohammed, no slouch though. And the more matches he has, the better he is going to become. He's arguing with his crowd. It's not a good move. You want to focus, as he walks away, you want to focus on your opponent. Now again, it's not the case that they have to come back later on here at stage 1 to compete in another match. They don't, they're done until May the 10th in Edinburgh, which you should really come to, and you can get your tickets from our website, W3Lwrestling.com. Whichever man advances in this match and goes to semi-finals has got until May the 10th to be able to rest and prepare and strategise. So you don't have to keep something in the tank, you can go all out here in the quarter-final match. I'm sure both men are going to. Umar Mohammed just showing Liam Thompson that he can wrestle as well. Keeping firm control of the wrist here. And he took Liam Thompson down. It's a bit like in the previous match, you saw Taylor Bryden do the same thing to Luke Aldridge. Perhaps Umar Mohammed is watching through the curtain, who knows. So as you can see, Umar Mohammed certainly no slouch when it comes to wrestling. Liam Thompson drops to a knee, gets the crowd on the side. They do love the Bad Boy. He has just returned to W3L as well. Handful of hair. Umar Mohammed couldn't it wrestle and just pulls him down by the hair. He's obviously learned his cheating, gone through the cheating handbook, decided to try and break the rules. And I guess in some respects I can't blame him, considering that Liam Thompson has such a vast experience edge on him. And just smoothly reverses the wrist lock. And takes him down with a side headlock. That's the sort of stuff that Mohammed we struggle to prepare for. Don't know how much studying he's done of bad boy Liam Thompson. He's been out of W3L for a bit of time. He had an injury he was taken care of, and his schedule has prevented him from coming back, but he made the return to Edinburgh Comic Con. Because here he is, here in Buckhaven for 7 Deadly Sins Stage 1. And Liam Thompson would love to cap off 2019 by heading to Resolution 13 and challenging for the Heavyweight Championship. He's never held that. He's held the tag title, and he was king of W3L at one point as well. Umar Mohammed has had a shot at the tag team championship, but imagine if he got through at the main event of Resolution. It is entirely possible. I mean, he could be the sleeper of this tournament. Maybe everybody's going to overestimate him. I don't know how much scouting Liam Thompson's been able to do of Umar Mohammed. We see him on Wrestling Showdown. He was at Remedy as well. There's a lovely dropkick from the bad boy. Goes in for the cover right away. So maybe he's underprepared for Mohammed, and that could go against him. So Mohammed just sends Thompson across the ring. And he gets sent across the ring and gets caught with a knee lift. And drop kicked from close range right in the face. Liam Thompson could wrap this one up, but Mohammed kicks out. Big slam by the bad boy. Just putting him in position. That's where he wants him. And drops a leg. I wonder what he was going for there. A quick leg drop and then for a cover yet again. That's the thing, you don't want to spend too much time showboating, because this is a tournament. If you lose a match, you don't advance the tournament, you don't get to go to Resolution 13, so you do need that victory. Yes, you can go all out a little more because you're not having to come back later on today, but you still... Oh, Mohammed just rolls to the floor. He's a cunning man. He's pretty clever, it has to be said. He's pretty sneaky. He's got a lot of confidence. Back in 2016, he came second overall in the Scottish public speaking competition. So being in front of an audience doesn't affect him. He's not got nerves being in front of a crowd. So he has a lot of confidence, knows what he's doing. Very clever man as well. He just stalls, walking around. This is obviously trying to frustrate Liam Thompson, dictate the pace of the match. The bad boy going after him. Where are they going to? Mohammed. We saw him do this with Kevin Williams being chased around the building. Our cameraman trying to keep up here. And they've disappeared from... Oh, there they are. It's become a chase. And Umar Mohammed catches Liam Thompson. It's the benefit of being the first man in. I told you he was clever. He's pretty sneaky. He's shown a propensity for underhanded tactics as the Asian sensation. Of course, if he is underestimating Liam Thompson, he'll be in trouble as well. Bad boy hits the corner. Mohammed with the forearm. And drops him down with that bulldog. Now hooks a leg. Doesn't quite wrap the match up as of yet. Mohammed has a lot of natural athleticism. For 4 years he played basketball for Fife Steel. So that tells you he's very quick. He's able to react quickly, because you can imagine the basketball comes flying down the court, you've got to make a split-second decision what you're going to do with it. He's also got really powerful legs, good spring, can move quickly. So, I mean, he's got almost a complete package, you would think. Just the more experience he gets, the much better he is going to become as Liam Thompson when he takes his head over those forearms. Referee nearly getting caught in the way. And Liam Thompson got booted in the face, and Mohammed straight for the cover. I think maybe now he realises he needs to put Liam Thompson away as quickly as he can. There's a chin lock. They're slowing him down again. Liam Thompson tried to reposition himself, but Mohammed moved as well. So arguing with the audience is never a good move. Focus on your opponent, particularly Liam Thompson. It could be said that the bad boy is the best man never to hold the W3L Heavyweight Championship. course, if he gets to Resolution 13 later this year, he could very well do that. He's off the ropes and ran right in that back elbow, and Mohamed immediately in for the cover. This could wrap it up here. Liam Thompson had a broken nose not long ago, and I wonder if maybe the back elbow caught him in it. Vertical suplex attempt here. Oh, and he nearly dropped her right in his skull. It'd be more of a brain buster than anything else. Didn't end it though. Liam Thompson, I don't know if he was trying to lower his centre of gravity and not go up with that suplex, but it was a deadlift by the looks like he nearly went head first. Mohamed going for it again. Now Liam Thompson doesn't want any part of that, he's blocking it. Don't blame him. And there's a reversal. And down goes Umar Mohammed. Liam Thompson's remained where he is. Neither man able to drape an arm. They could have got a sneaky pinfall there. The bad boy climbing at the middle rope. What's he going for? Went for the elbow, and Umar Mohammed moved out the way. Oh, in for a cover again. I think he's getting a little frustrated. There's something where his inexperience goes against him. Another fact about Umar Mohammed you may be interested to know: his grandfather used to be a boxer. So again, the athleticism was obviously passed down through the family. And he does have a fairly powerful punch, this Umar Mohammed. Doesn't use it a lot, but he does. And lobs Liam Thompson to the floor. There's no mats out here either, it's just a wooden floor. Umar Mohammed going after the bad boy, so he can pick up on camera. Then shift him across the floor. Oh, right in the post. Shoulder first as well. Trying to take that sneaky advantage. Could we get a submission? And of course that's the semi-final round, what we'll be seeing in Edinburgh May 10th. So as a consequence of that, if you go with an injury, it's going to make you a massive target. Liam Thompson first of all has got to get back into the ring before he can think about getting through the semi-finals. Umar Mohammed have got with the best strategy possible. Don't distract the ref, because if he stops the count, he'll have to restart it again. Bad boy Liam Thompson's up to A. He's taking every bit of this count. Is he going to get back in? Oh, and at the very, very, very last second, he just made it. Obviously the injury's not so bad when you think if it was, he may have just given up the match, but he's got back in. That's what this means. Heading to Resolution to be in the main event for the Heavyweight Championship. That is what you want, what everybody in this tournament wants. Big punch there by Umar Mohammed. I mentioned his grandfather's boxing prowess. Again, plies the chin lock, locks it in, trying to cut off any momentum Liam Thompson's gained, trying to slow the flow of blood to the brain, maybe make him pass out. There's potential you could make the guy submit if you crank it in the right way, because you could apply a choke to get your hand over your opponent's windpipe. If you check in the arm of Liam Thompson, if it drops a third time, it will be all over. That's twice it's gone down. The referee will stop it, so if he needs to. No, Liam Thompson still fighting him. And regardless of how this goes, Umar Mohammed is really showing his mettle here. He's really proving to be a force to be reckoned with. Liam Thompson, I think, has had a difficult task, and I don't know if that's what he necessarily thought he would have. Maybe he thought that the inexperience of Mohammed would make him a bit of a pushover, but it hasn't. And I imagine Liam Thompson will leave this match win, lose or draw with a good bit of respect. There's a punch to the midsection and a clothesline for his trouble. Liam Thompson getting that energy flowing through him, the adrenaline surging through his veins. That's what's made Liam so successful over the years. He throws himself through there with that clothesline, like he hooked himself onto Umar Mohammed. You saw how his trajectory changed as he hit the clothesline. Mohammed's up in the corner. Liam Thompson with a head of steam and drop kicks him right in the face. And a reverse neck breaker. This is going to end it. But Umar Mohammed gets out of it, and just as well. I mean, it wasn't like a strong kick out. He barely got that shoulder up. Oh, an inside cradle. Umar Mohammed from nowhere could end this one. Oh, he nearly stole this. No disrespect to Mohammed, but that would have been Grand Theft Auto there. Oh, and down with the back suplex. It would have been a huge upset if he'd got the victory. And I think, this match has gone back and forth, so Mohammed's been in the driving seat. He could have had this match a few times, but Liam Thompson, no pushover. Claiming the turnbuckles. See, clutching his neck. And slow to get there. And Mohammed throws himself at the ropes. That really is a judgment call. The referee could disqualify him for that. What's he saying? Oh, he's got hold on with the tandoori takedown. And now hooks a leg. He's going to wrap this one up, and somehow Liam Thompson gets out. Tandoori takedown has beaten lots of people. That's the move he likes to use, and it could have spelled disaster for the bad boy. But it is not to be. Liam Thompson still has his hopes alive of heading to resolution. Omar Mohammed leaving the ring. He's going to climb to the top rope if he lands this. This could be his ticket to resolution 13. Lands the elbow drop. Hooks a leg. He's going to wrap this one up. And you see he used his leg again to wrap up the other leg of Liam Thompson, but doesn't quite manage it. Oh, Mohammed shoving the ref. His composure is one thing that lacks and really lets him down, because he does get frustrated easily, and he takes out the referee, and one day that referee will either push back or disqualify him. The latter being more preferable than the former, it has to be said. The referee's there to do his job, we don't want to torment him. They'll go upstairs again. If he lands another elbow drop, could be in his favour. But he took too long and missed it. Liam Thompson, wraps the arm up, La Mahi straddle cradle. He's folded over Mohammed up, and he scores the pinfall victory. Liam Thompson will advance in the tournament. It was a spirited performance by Omar Mohammed. He could have had this match won a bunch of times. He gave Liam Thompson everything he could handle and a bit more besides, but ultimately the bad boy got the victory. He advances through to the semi-finals, joining Taylor, Bryden and Dickie Divers. But who will the last man in the semi-finals be? Let's find out. Be sure to check out all of W3L's social media platforms. Visit our website, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You can buy tickets for upcoming events and find out all the latest up-to-minute information about W3L. This is the final quarter-final match of 7 Deadly Sins, who are awaiting the arrival of the original Craig Stevens. One of these men, either he or Mike Musso in the ring, is going to advance in the tournament. Hang on, Musso! Oh, straight at him! They are not hanging about! And Stevens and Musso fighting on the floor already. Now we've seen what's happened between these two men. They have been feuding through W3L as Craig Stevens gets suplexed on the hard wooden floor. They fought a bunch of times. In the middle of March, we saw Craig Stevens ramming Mike Musso head first into one of these incredibly heavy, incredibly solid W3L ring posts. Mike Musso suffered what he refuses to call a concussion, but frankly it was. Our cameraman's going to struggle this one, I think. They're up on the stage. They're up on the stage. The match hasn't even started yet. Stevens picking up, or trying to pick up Musso. Oh, the merchandise is gone. Oh, and right on the stage. And that does not bend. There's no softness there. Craig Stevens rolls off and hits the floor as well. It's an even worse landing for him. There's so much bad blood. We saw the no holds barred match from Edinburgh Comic Con at the end of April wrestling show. Here comes Musso! Flying body press to the floor. You can't win the match outside. This isn't the last man standing match, which is the finals of 7 Deadly Sins that you will see on May the 10th in Edinburgh. Again, tickets available from our website. This isn't even the no holds barred match that they competed in at Edinburgh Comic Con that I just mentioned. This is a normal one-on-one singles match. Oh, and Craig Stevens with a low blow. The bell's not rung though. That can't be a DQ. The bell has not rung. Oh no. Oh, he's grabbed him again. This is what he did before on Showdown. This is what he did to him. Oh, Musso gets the foot up. He's not going head first in the post again. Oh, and now he gets Stevens. And he splits the uprights. And the original Craig Stevens, he's going to be a soprano Craig Stevens after that one. And both men struggle with each other. There's so much hatred between the two of them. Because Musso annoyed that earlier on he had, arguably, the opening round battle royal in the bag. But Stevens booted him hard in the ribs and Divers eliminated Musso. Dickie Divers goes straight to the semi-finals, joining Taylor, Bryden and Liam Thompson. But who's going through to join them? And Musso's got Stevens on the floor. What is he thinking? And lands the elbow drop. And that's going to hurt him as much as it hurts Craig Stevens. And somewhere Mick Foley's shaking his head and saying that's not going to help your hip any. Have a nice day. And both men are down, both men are in pain. Merchandise back to his feet. Who's going to get the victory in this? We do need them both in the ring before we can actually start the match though. Well, I think we'll go back to the ring now, that's alright. Musso throwing Craig Stevens in. Oh, Stevens went to the floor. Oh, and pulls his feet. Craig Stevens pulled Musso and dropped him face first on the apron. Of course, that's just metal beams and boards. Our cameraman's earning his money here, isn't he? And he's got, no, don't do this again, Stevens. And head first right in the post. That's what he did before. So it concussed Musso before. And if he saw his match against Hugo Harris a few weeks later on Showdown, Musso's all over the place. He could be unconscious. Craig Stevens, if he gets him back in the ring, could get the pit. He's calling the ref back in with him. What's happening here? Oh, the ref's calling for the bell. The referee's called for the bell and he's going to count Mike Musso out. Craig Stevens is going to stand and let Mike Musso get counted out. This can't be right. This is an absolute travesty. They started fighting before the bell and admitted that it was Musso that initiated it. They fought right round the building here. They've gone on the stage, on the floor. Musso's been running at the post, thankfully not as bad as last time. He's going to get back in the ring. Oh, and Stevens just kicked off the apron. What's the referee going to say to this? And he continues the count. The referee's continuing the count. It did not break. He rules that Musso didn't get in the ring. And he's called 10. The bell has sounded. And Craig Stevens, he's got the victory. What, I mean, can you call it a match? They've gone, what, like 15-20 seconds officially? Craig Stevens gets the victory over Mike Musso, booted him to the floor. And there's Stevie Wizard, your ring announcer, going to check on the merchandise. So it's Stevens, Thompson, Divers and Bryden. They are the men that go into the semi-finals. And they're going to compete in Edinburgh on May the 10th. Submission match rules. And the two winners meet in a last man standing match. What a first stage of 7 Deadly Sins. I wasn't expecting the last quarter-final match to go like this, not at all. And Mike Musso's going to need to be attended to. Oh no, is Steve's going to put the boot in again. Let's get him out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's attend to Mike Musso. Thank you for joining us here in this W3L Network special edition of 7 Deadly Sins. I've been Joe Fordyce. We will see you in Edinburgh on May the 10th for 7 Deadly Sins Stage 2.